Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be starting a week-long reading vlog. It's currently Tuesday today and I just got my new books from World of Books. I went onto their website. They're like a second-hand online bookshop and it's where I normally get my point horror books from. So I placed an order a few days ago. The books actually came really fast. And yeah, I received them today and I've decided to do a point horror reading vlog. So I have about 7 point horror books. Like I said, it's currently Tuesday. I don't know how many books I'm going to, manage to get through this week, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm going to show you guys the books I've got this week. I have The Cemetery, and this is by D.E. Athkins. Going to be pronouncing that wrong, but yes, this is the first book I picked up. I haven't read this one before, so I thought I would give it a go. Like I said, all of these books are second-hand, and obviously point horror books are quite old, so some of them are slightly battered. The thing about World of Books, when you go on the website, you don't actually get to see a picture of the actual book you're getting. It's just like an image of the front cover, and then when you look on the description of the book, it will say like acceptable condition, good, very good, like new, and I'm pretty sure the price reflects, on the condition of the book. All of the books I picked were very good and the beach was like new, so that's just a reference for what they look like. So as you can see, even though it says very good condition, there are still some marks and they're a little bit battered, but I totally don't mind that. So yeah, I don't really know much about these books. I pretty much just went off the covers and ones that I don't have, because if you've seen my point horror collection video, I have quite a few of these books. So I picked up some of the ones obviously I didn't have. So I got The Cemetery, I got The Babysitter 2 by Rl Stein. So that's in the Babysitter one. I then have A Vampire's Love. This is One Blood Curse. But yeah, I liked the cover of this one, so I thought, why not? And this one's actually, I think this one's actually the one in the best condition, to be honest. But yes, I'm not sure which one I'm going to read first. I then got The Snowman. I might save this one for like a winter reading vlog. So I might set this one aside, because I want to get a few point horror, like wintry, like Christmassy themed kind of point horror books. So I might save that for this. I'm going to set that to the side there. And I then have Beach Party. And this is by Rl Stein. I then have one in the Nightmare Hall series. And I've been eyeing up the cover of this one for a really, really long time. I just really like the purple with the green, with the green like test tube there. And it's The Experiment. That's by Diane Ho. I really like Diane Ho's point horrors. Rl Stein and Diane Ho are probably my two favourite point horror authors. Yes, so I got that one. And this one isn't in the point horror, but it's a book that I had in my childhood, and then at some point along the line I must have got rid of it, and I really, really wanted to read it again. And it has 2 different covers, and I've been hunting down this cover for a really long time, and I just decided, I'm going to search it, see if World of Books has it, and they did. So yeah, I was really, really chuffed, and it's in really good condition. So it's just like a collection of stories. It's called Apricots at Midnight, and yeah, it was just a childhood book that I enjoyed. So yes, so I'm going to put that aside, these 2 aside I think, and then these will be the books I'm reading. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, 5 new point horror books, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to start today. I think I might start with the Nightmare Hall one, The Experiment. So yeah, this is the one I'm going to be going through today. I haven't got much on today. My only thing today is I have to go to the pet shop, Pets at Home, because I want to pick up a new wheel for my hamster. So I might get a bit of footage of me in Pets at Home as well. But that's pretty much all I have planned for today. And then yeah, I will be reading Nightmare Hall. So yes, you'll see me in the next clip when hopefully I'll be giving you my thoughts on this book. Okay, so quick update on the book, guys. I'm about 70 pages into the experiment, Nightmare Hall, and so far really enjoying it. Noisy. So far I'm really enjoying it. About 60 pages in, and it's basically a story so far of a girl in high school basically obsessed with her professor. And she is kind of, you know, she fancies him. She also has like a love triangle going on. There's some bitchiness between classmates. So I can see you. So far, yeah, really enjoying it. There you are. So far, really enjoying this book. We are now going to head off to the pet store to get a bigger wheel for my hamster, and then when I come back I will hopefully finish off this book and I will let you guys know my final thoughts. Yeah. I'll write that one there. Nice goldfish. Okay, so we are back from the pet shop and things didn't go quite according to plan. Unfortunately for my last clip you saw it started bucking it down with rain, but it's still really hot and muggy for some reason. But yeah, my son decided he wanted to go anyway, so we were getting ready to go out the door, and then because of the rain there's something wrong with our guttering in our building, so I had to phone my housing association to try and sort that out, so that wasn't fun. But long story short, I got that kind of fixed. I'm still waiting for them to come and clear our guttering so that it doesn't flood my gas box, because it did that last year and then it broke my gas meter, and I've just topped my gas meter up, so I don't want to lose the money on that. So that was a whole fiasco. But we did manage to eventually get to the pet shop. I think I got a small amount of footage of some fish but not much else. But I did get a few supplies for my hamster, so I thought I would show you. This is my hamster cage. I have a video about this I made a couple years ago. It was actually made for my first hamster, Nugget, who passed away during lockdown. We now have another hamster called Juniper. We got her this month. And yes, this is her enclosure. I am actually going to be updating it hopefully next month. I want to redo the tape around here, because at the top here, the lid, that's where the mesh is. I cut out the whole of the lid because this is a storage container, it's a storage box. I cut out the lid, replaced it with mesh, and then yeah, she has this nice big enclosure. But I want to kind of like redecorate it soon and get her some new bits and bobs, so I might do a whole kind of hamster enclosure video probably for next month if anybody is interested. But she needed a few supplies, so first off I grabbed her some food. We just get her the Harry Hamster tasty mix. This is the Tiny Farms. I used this for my previous hamster, he loved it, and I can show you guys what it looks like. It's a really good mix. As you can see, it's got lots of little seeds in there. She loves the seeds. It's still trying to focus on my face, sorry. Yeah, she loves the seeds. It's just a really nice all-round mix for her. It's got nuts, seeds, and yeah, it needed refilling because this jar is almost empty, so I got some of that. I also picked her up some mealworms, and these are and it's kind of gross looking. But mealworms are basically worms. These are already dead. I never tried this with my previous hamster, but I've seen online a lot of people do give them to Syrian hamsters. It's a good source of protein for them. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I used to buy these little guys live because I used to have a bearded dragon and he used to absolutely love these. So yeah, high source of protein. So I thought I would try her with some and see if she likes them. We then just got a little, I think I've lost the tag, have I? It's like a little ice cream. My son spotted this and he wanted to get this for her. It's got like a little hook so I can hang it. And it was on sale. It was like in the little sale section. They're getting rid of all their summer stuff now. And I think they're getting in the autumn accessories for the hamsters and autumn toys, which I cannot wait for. I think I'm gonna, you know, do a whole winter autumn theme for her this year. So yeah, this is the summer, it's a summer days range, and yeah, supports natural instincts. It's just, yeah, a nice little like chew toy for them. It's like £2 something, so it's actually quite big. It's probably the size of her, so I'm sure she'll enjoy gnawing on that. This is the main reason I went, was to get her a wheel, and I got her a massive wheel. Now I like Syrian hamsters. My Juniper is a Syrian hamster. I'm going to put footage at the end of this video if you want to see what she looks like, because she comes out, they're kind of nocturnal animals. She comes out 8 o'clock each day, so I'll pop some footage in at the end of this vlog of Juniper. But as you can see, I had this little flying saucer wheel for her, and this is kind of what they have in the Pets at Home enclosures. But Syrian hamsters grow really fast. Like, we've had her probably like 3 weeks and she's already like twice the size. And my previous hamster, we ended up just going for a massive wheel, because when they run on the wheels, I don't want her to have like a curved spine when she runs. I want her to be able to just run straight. And they had like small hamster wheels and like medium ones. I'd say the mediums would be good for a dwarf hamster, but they didn't really have any of the bigger sized ones. So I just ended up getting this Savic roller. It's a giant exercise wheel with a stand, and as you can see, it's kind of advertised for rats. But this is about the size I had for my previous Syrian hamster. It says it's 27 centimeters, and yes, it's recommended for rats, ferrets, dagoos, chinchillas, but I'm going to use it for my Syrian hamster, so because she loves running and that flying saucer just is not doing the job. So I thought I would get her a big one, and this will just about fit in the enclosure. Kind of the handy thing about having a giant enclosure for your hamster is that you can get them a proper sized wheel. So yeah, I think my previous one might have been slightly smaller for my previous hamster. Yeah, got like a few scratches there on this, so it doesn't really matter as long as it works. But yeah, if you see, I think actually in my original video about this enclosure, you'll see the bigger wheel that I got for my previous hamster, and that was from Amazon. This was from Pets at Home. It was like £17. I didn't think that was too bad. But yeah, like I said, I think now I'm going to do a little bit of housework, then I'm going to have a cup of tea and hopefully finish the experiment, and I'll update you guys on my thoughts on that book. And then yeah, at the end of today's day of this week-long vlog, I will show you Juniper on her new wheel, hopefully having fun. So yes, I'll see you in the next clip. So good. Yeah, much better. I like the new wheel. Okay, so my last check-in for today. It's now 9:30 at night. Ended up having quite a busy evening as well, or afternoon. Did a bit of cleaning. Me and my son had a walk down the canal, met up with my husband when he finished work, walked back, went to the shops. So yeah, been a pretty busy day today, but I did manage to finish my first book in this reading vlog. So I thought I would give you my thoughts on the experiment. Overall, really enjoyed it. It was a really fun read. It kind of carried on with the whole love triangle thing with the main character, and it kind of set it up as the teacher was like, the professor was like some sinister guy, and you know, he'd like, there'd been rumours going around that he killed his family, so like half the students were afraid of him, and then there were some students that fancied him because he had this whole like mysterious allure to him. But our main character, she kept flip-flopping between being frightened of him and then fancying him, and she couldn't quite make up her mind. But overall, the story was good. It was very, very far-fetched, the kind of when it came to the reveal of what was happening. Yeah, it was pretty far-fetched, but overall I did like it. I'm going to give more in-depth reviews of each book, you know, at the end of the week when I have my final wrap-up, where I'm going to compare all the books. But overall it was good, yeah. I think my only complaint with this book would be that it didn't really wrap up everything at the end. Like, it left some questions about some of her relationships with some of her friends. It just kind of left a lot of that hanging, and you know, they're only very short stories. They're little horror novellas, you know, so you're not going to get super in-depth stories. But yeah, there was just a few friendships that I was like, hang on a minute, what happened with that? So yeah, overall enjoyed. So I finished that one. I've now actually started the Babysitters 2 by Rl Stein. I'm about 25 pages into this, and so far I am yeah, I'm only 20 pages in, so there's not much to really say. Like it so far. I will say I haven't read the Babysitter kind of series from the beginning. I've somehow managed to start them backwards, because I've read like the 4th one, and then this is the next one I've read in the series, and the beginning of this one completely spoils the previous book. It's basically the girl in a therapy session talking about her experience in her last babysitting job, and literally gave detail by detail the entire plot of the last book. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then make sure you read them in order. I'm not overly fussed. I'm still going to pick up the other ones to read it. But yeah, it did give the entire plot away to the previous book, so just be warned if you do want to read them in order and you don't like spoilers. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. She's just talking about her previous experience. I'm pondering whether she's going to take the new babysitter job that's come up for her. So yeah, I'm guessing my next check-in will probably be at some point tomorrow. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I don't have any plans. So my next check-in will probably be when I finish this book and start my next one. So yeah, that's pretty much I have to say at the end of my first day of my reading vlog. So yeah, I'll check back in tomorrow. Hey guys, so today it is Wednesday, it's the next day, and yeah, haven't really done much today. Made a doctor's appointment in the morning, did some cleaning, repainted my hallway. So yeah, not done much. So I managed to finish the Babysitter 2 by Rl Stein, and I have to say, this one I preferred the experiment. This one was a little bit boring in parts. It basically follows the babysitter, Jenny, and she obviously has like anxiety and PTSD because of the events that happened in the previous book. And I did like the way it was written. It was kind of split between the now, you know, her next job that she's on with this creepy kid called Eli, who, you know, has a fascination with horror films and keeps tarantulas and is a bit of an odd kid. And it's split between her babysitting him and her in her therapist's office, where she's talking about her nightmares and reliving, you know, her anxieties and PTSD and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I like the way that was written, but yeah, it was just a little bit dull. The ending I kind of saw coming. I managed to guess who the killer was going to be. Hello. I guessed who the killer was going to be before, you know, it was revealed at the end. And yeah, it was quite good, but I definitely preferred the experiment. And like I said, I'll give more thoughts in the wrap up at the end. So I think, yes, you got chocolate all around your mouth. So I think the next one I'm going to read is Vampire's Love. And this is book 1 in the Blood Curse. And yeah, it's following a vampire called Rena, who is over 200 years old. And she meets a guy called James. And yeah, I'm guessing stuff happens between them. So this is one I think it's the thickest one I'm going to be reading in this vlog as well. That's a noisy pickle.
You're right.
And this is one, yeah, the biggest book I'm reading in this vlog. This is not that big. So yeah, I'll probably be reading this today and tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going out and about. Honey bear. So noisy. I think tomorrow we're going to be going out and about, possibly to a zoological museum. So I might get a footage of that if we do go, you know, out and about. We will see. So I'm going to try and get majority of this book done today, because I feel like tomorrow is going to be a pretty busy day, so I might not be able to get so much reading done. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, so today is Thursday and I thought I would give you all a quick update on Vampire's Love. I actually didn't end up reading that much last night or this morning. I ended up being really tired last night and I went to bed early and I was just kind of like scrolling through my phone. I didn't really feel like reading, and it's been a bit of a busy morning this morning, so I haven't had a chance, but I'm about 25 pages into Vampire's Love already. It's more gruesome than the other point horror books that I've ever read. I think actually out of all of the point horror books I've ever read, it's a lot more violent. There's already been some killings going on. So far it's basically about Rena the vampire. She has kind of become entranced with a boy called James, and I think she's going to start going to his school to learn more about him. And yeah, like I said, already pretty gruesome, so yeah, I'm enjoying it. But as of now, I'm now going to head off to the zoological museum with my parents and my son. We're going to have a little day trip out. It's actually, the museum we're going to is in a town called Tring. It's actually a town that I grew up in as a kid, and then, you know, when I met my husband I moved away. Yeah, so it's going to be weird going back to my hometown that I grew up in. I haven't been there in a very long time, and I haven't been to the zoological museum in absolutely years. I used to go there a lot when I was a kid for school trips and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to take my son along and hopefully he'll enjoy it. We'll see. And yeah, I might get a little bit of footage while I'm there, and then when I come back I will hopefully be able to finish off Vampire's Love this evening, and I will let you guys know my thoughts. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip.
Big butterfly.
They do look like big butterflies.
Another butterfly.
Another butterfly.
Oh, he's a big bug, isn't he? Can you see how many legs he's got, Hunter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 legs.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a cool bug.
That is very cool.
Look,
Got some little like butterflies. Oh wow.
Oh, very nice.
They're pretty.
Wow, look at these colours.
Wow.
Okay, we'll see what's in the next one.
So what does that? These giant backpacks.
Ooh.
Oh, look at these ones. I like these.
Oh, got some beetles.
Beetle.
So many beetles.
These live in the desert, Hunter.
Desert beetles.
Look at that colour. Look at that colour, Rosie.
Yeah. Oh, the shiny. It's like an oil slick.
Scarab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it a scarab?
That's really cool.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Let's look at the next one. Oh, big beetles. Oh my goodness. These big stag beetles. Oh my goodness. How
These are the
cool.
ones that you see on the mummy, aren't
They are, yeah.
Very warm in here, isn't it? Has it got no windows? Even the
Go.
sunlight. Wow.
That's big centipede.
I've never seen such a big one.
they? This is South America.
Wow, he's huge. Isn't
And a wiggle out.
he? He's a big, big woodler, isn't he?
Yeah. Hey, look. She's a ghost. That's a little millipede.
Really? Now look at the rhinoceros. Mummy's seen rhinoceros. Can you see him here?
Big swordfish. Look at that.
He's a swordfish. Look, his nose is like a sword.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait.
Look at how pretty those are.
Wow! So many butterflies!
Look at him. He's like shiny.
Whoa! I like him.
No, I'm not doing swordfish.
Hey guys, so I thought I would give you my final update for today. I managed to get 100 pages read of the Vampire's Love, and so far really enjoying it. This might be my favourite one so far. I like it a bit more than Experiment. As I was reading it, it kind of gave the vibes of not being a point horror book. It was just more in depth. We're learning a little bit more about Rena's past, how she came to be a vampire, and I'm finding it to be, yeah, slightly different from a normal point horror, because a normal point horror is almost like a whodunit. You know, bad things happening and you have to try and figure out like what's happening, you know, who's behind the tricks, or who's behind the murders, or, you know, people being stalked, that kind of thing. But in this one, you know Rena's the vampire outright, because you are hearing from her perspective straight away. So you're hearing from both the characters. You're hearing from James, her kind of like victim, or the person she's like interested in, and Rena herself, who is the vampire. So yeah, so far really enjoying it. I was just thinking as I put this book down, I've never really heard of this series in the point horror, and this book has not been well read at all. Like I said in the first clip of this vlog, it's the most well kept book. The spine is like barely cracked, there's like one crease down it, so it's not been read that much at all. It's in such good condition. But yeah, if this book continues on as it is, I'm actually really interested to pick up more in this series. And yeah, so far good things about this book. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow. I am going to stop reading for now because it's about 10:30 at night, and I'm actually filming this video at the end of my corridor, so if it's a bit echoey, it's because like I'm at the end of my corridor. I'm literally right by my front door. But the lighting down here is actually really good. I didn't realise, I've literally just painted this wall. I used to have black and white striped wallpaper down here and it was getting a bit tatty, so I ripped it off and repainted it. And just having this white wall with the light like directly above me, the lighting, I might start filming my unboxings down here because it's really good actually. My face looks a little bit pinky because there's a pink wall like directly opposite me, like a bright pink wall directly opposite me. But yeah, the lighting down here is really good despite there being like no windows. It's really bright. I might do more filming down here in this end of my flat. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. It's been a long day. Yeah, my hamster was being really noisy in my bedroom, which is the normal blue wall you see. That's my bedroom. So yeah, I decided to film down here. But yeah, so far really enjoying. I'll update you tomorrow when I finish it, and I'm probably going to start another book tomorrow. Plans for tomorrow: I'm taking my son to soft play with my sister and her kids, so it's going to be like another family day. It's been a pretty busy week this week, although I'm probably not going to have any footage of the soft play because obviously it's kids running around in, you know, running around doing activities. I'm not going to film when there's lots of other children about. So yeah, tomorrow I'll probably just be updating you on this book and whatever new book I'm picking up. This vlog will probably carry on into Sunday, I would imagine, because I have 2 more books to read to get through. Yeah, I don't think I have any plans for the weekend, but we'll see. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I'm gonna go get ready for bed and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, so it's time for the, well, my final thoughts on these point horror books that I've been reading. And it's actually several days later than my last clip because I've been having really serious headaches these past few weeks, and the weekend that I was supposed to be finishing up this vlog, it hit me really hard, so I ended up having to go to the doctors and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's several days later, and I finished reading Beach Party today, and I've decided to leave the cemetery for another video, mainly because I can't find it. I reshuffled some stuff around in my bedroom over the past couple of days, and I think I put it somewhere. I've kind of mislaid it. It's somewhere in my flat, but when I find it, I'm going to add it into my next point horror reading vlog. So yeah, I managed to get done 1, 2, 3, 4 point horror books in this reading vlog. Of course, the first one I read was The Experiment, then it was then it was Babysitters, Babysitter 2, and then it was Vampires, and then, like I said, today I finished reading Beach Party. So I'll talk about Beach Party first because I haven't spoken about this book yet. Really enjoyed it. It's set over like a summer break, some kids having a break from college, and they've gone to the beach, these 2 friends, these 2 girls, Karen and Anna Marie, and yeah, they've gone to have a fun summer vacation, and they meet up with some other people there. They make friends at the beach with another group of people, and again it's kind of like a love triangle between the main girl Karen and these 2 other boys, or kind of like 3 other boys. It seems to be quite a theme which I didn't really realise before, but in a lot of these books it revolves around love triangles, and it kind of tries to pin the drama or the mystery or the killer on one certain, you know, like one person, and it kind of leaves you guessing, is it this person, is it that person? But it often ends up doing that by using the whole love triangle plot. I think the only book it didn't do that in actually was Vampire's Love, because this one kind of stood out as being slightly different than the others, like I explained in that clip. Whereas in all of these, it's kind of the girl and the girl's in trouble and creepy stuff's happening to the female protagonist, and just kind of running around trying to put pieces together, and you're not sure, is it her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, her friends, her best friend, some random other person, you just don't know, and you have to figure out kind of who is behind all of these things happening. Whereas in Vampire Love, it's a boy, and it's kind of, you get a dual perspective, and you're following 2 people, the vampire, which is a girl, and the boy she's kind of obsessed with, and it's their story. And yeah, so I went on a bit of a tangent to finish the beach party. Yeah, it was kind of like a love triangle thing again, and you had to figure out who the killer was. Although I will say there was a little bit of a twist in this one that I didn't see coming, so I did really enjoy that. It was very interesting. It definitely kept you hooked on what was happening. Like I said, it kept darting, like trying to pin it on one person and then another person. You're like, oh, is it the best friend? Is it whoever? So yeah, that was pretty fun. I did enjoy this read. Definitely a good book to read if you're on a summer break or you're looking for some horror reads and you're at the beach. This would be a really cool beach book to take with you. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. So I think if I was going to rank these books in which one I enjoyed the most, it's actually quite difficult. I'll definitely say my least favourite was Babysitters, because like I said, it just was, compared to the others that were quite fast paced. I mean, they're all quite fast paced because they're short books, but this one was just a little bit boring compared to the others. I wasn't as compelled to find out what was going on. The main protagonist in this, she was a little bit annoying. So this was probably ranked my last. And then yeah, these three is going to be really difficult. I think I'm going to put this one first. So I'd say The Experiment was first, purely because I love the Nightmare Hall series. In point horror, I always really enjoyed them. I wanted to read this one for a long time. So I'd say this one was probably my favourite. And then at number 2, I would put the Vampire Love, sorry. And then I would put Beach Party is my next one. And then last but not least is the Babysitter one. So that's probably the order in which I would put them in which I enjoyed the most. And to be honest, I would still recommend all of them. I'd probably recommend these two the most if you wanted to pick up any of these. I would say The Experiment and Beach Party. I feel like a lot of people would enjoy these two. They were both quite fast paced. They both had little twists and turns in them that I thought were really good and you didn't see coming. So yeah, from a storytelling point, these are both really good. And this one's by Rl Stein and this one's by Diane Ho, and they're two of my favourite point horror writers. And although I said I did really enjoy this, it leaves this book on a kind of a cliffhanger because it's a series and it doesn't really come to a conclusion. And I think I found the second book in the series online for this one. But yeah, obviously these books are out of print now, so it's going to be really hard to complete the whole series if I wanted to. So I'm going to try and find, because I do want to continue this story. I am finding it very interesting. I would love to know what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this reading vlog. I'm sorry the ending is a bit kind of not what I hoped it would be, because obviously me finishing this vlog was delayed a few days due to my health. But I really enjoyed doing this. I'm definitely going to do another point horror reading vlog. I have a ton of point horror books and I think I'm going to try and like group them together. So like I said, in the next couple of months I might try and do like a Halloween point horror reading vlog where I collect all the Halloween point horror books, and then I'm going to do like a Christmassy one as well. And yeah, I have loads of like reading vlog ideas because I've actually really enjoyed doing this video. And I also have like a whole bunch of Agatha Christie books I'm going to read, and Agatha Raisin books I'm going to read, and yeah, Richard Lehman books I'm going to read. So yeah, I might start grouping them together and doing like a whole reading vlog of certain like horror authors. I think that'd be really interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video, if you enjoyed it, if you're going to pick up any of these point horror books. I love point horror books. They're so like nostalgic to read, especially like the Nightmare Hall, which is probably why I rated it the first, you know, my most enjoyed book, because the first ever point horror book I read was from the Nightmare Hall series, and like they're just so nostalgic. Which one was it in where it had like, they have these sorts of things so much. Remember when books had like book club little things, like little advertisements like in the book, and then at the back, which I loved seeing, on all of them it has this little bit here. It says like the point horror t-shirts you can collect, and then this little like flyer here it's talking about the point horror tapes, but when you can get books on tapes, and it says available now on audio tape at your nearest bookstore. And I just loved that when I saw that, because I used to have books on cassette tape and I would listen to them as a kid. I would go to my bookshop, and I have dyslexia, so I would buy the tape and then the book together so that I could read the book along with the tape, and it really helped me, you know, seeing and hearing the words at the same time. It was a technique I used, you know, to get better at reading, which you could do today now with audibles. They still have, you know, audio books, they're just not on tapes anymore. But yeah, I had like a whole like little case which had all my cassettes in, and I listened to like Rl Stein ones on cassette. I never had any of the point horrors. I was too young to have them at the time on cassette tape, because like, I used to read my older sister's point horrors, or I'd get them from the library. I never actually owned any of my own, and obviously until I got older. But yeah, and then when I was older, like CDs were out and that kind of stuff. But yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, oh, the nostalgia of reading these. Like when I read a point horror book, it just, yeah, it gives me all the feels of my childhood reading. It's what got me into horror books, really. It's what got me into horror reading. So yeah, really enjoyed these. Definitely going to do some more. Yeah, I enjoyed all of them really. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm going to try and not babble on any longer, because this video is going to be long enough. So yes, any recommendations of point horror books you would like me to read and review, then let me know. And yeah, any tips for my vlogs, then let me know. Anything you want to see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So until next time, thank you for watching. Bye guys.